episode. Gas Network presents sports for the culture.
I'm here with the family.
Bryce, XXV, Double I,
Rome,
D-Melo,
Gruff Lion,
T-Buggy, man.
to the greatest sports show on the planet, La Familia. Hope y'all ready for a ride.
Can't wait to hear what you guys got to say.
What up, everybody tuning in from wherever you're tuning in from. It's your favorite sports podcast, Gas Presents Sports for the Culture. The host for the evening, the host for the last several weeks, Scruff Lion. Let me go ahead and introduce the fellas. You see I'm wearing the Hart Jones. Shout out my man Kevin Hart. I just checked into the Heartbreak Hotel. I've been residing there for the last 2 weeks. Let's go ahead and introduce the panel. Bottom person.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while. We're back in my pantry, and I just want to say that it feels good to be from New York once again. It feels great. We done robbed from DC, not just victories from the Giants, but we got Juan Soto to come to the New York Yankees. Hey, Bryce, how does it feel to just watch me be happy while you're still a Commanders and Wizards fan?
Hey, first of all, you're not from New York. Bryce, introduce yourself.
I was about to say, man, I thought that was a Jersey boy if I ever saw one, but yeah, y'all know who it is, man. At Bryce XXV Double I, aka Mr. Big Leaguer, aka the Good Mister. I got a message for the one we refer to as DeMelo Ragu. DeMelo Ragu, I hope you get a paper cut in between your index finger and your middle finger, man. And I hope late in the day you eating a nasty ass sloppy fried chicken sandwich and you spill some hot sauce on your hand, man. That's what I wish for you tomorrow, bro. Just minor inconveniences on your life, man. That's all. Nothing crazy. Just a minor inconvenience, bro.
I love it. It's been a while.
Cold world, man.
Hey, yo, and how y'all not gonna remind me about the do-rag, bro? This guy G talked all the shit in the world about, I hopped on, we was doing the pre-show meeting, and all this dude had to talk about was my do-rag, and then he let me hop on the show with the do-rag on, man. Now I feel like I'm activated on some hoodie mellow shit, you know what I'm saying? So let's get it.
Nah,
Which one? When he plays for the Blazers or when he was in OKC?
Hey, that's funny. Hey, bro. Hey, G, I hate you, bro. I hate you, bro. Matter of fact, you know what, yo? I hope that you pour a bowl of cereal tomorrow morning only to realize you're out of milk. All right, let's get the show started, man.
Hey, have you
G, you my dog, so only minor inconveniences on your life, man. Just minor.
Hey, Bryce, you ever heard of cereal and water? Tough times call for tough people, my boy. I've been there already.
That's funny.
All right, man. I feel that. Let's get it, man. A lot has happened in the last few weeks, man. You know what I'm saying? It's about 2 weeks and some change time since I got here on this podcast and poked my chest out and proclaimed that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl. I'm still holding on.
Pardon me, say it again?
2 weeks ago, I came on this podcast and I said that my overreaction from us beating the Bills, I believe it was that the Eagles going to win the Super Bowl. Now, 2 weeks since then, we've gotten some tough losses. We lost to the 49ers in heartbreaking fashion and, dominated fashion. And then we just lost last week to the Dallas Cowboys, which hurts my heart to another level, losing to the Dallas Cowboys and just getting punished for the most part. I mean, we were kind of in the game, but we never really stood a true chance. With that being said, man, the Eagles now dropped 2 games in a row, the top of the NFC. They were comfortably ahead of everybody in the NFC. Let's just say it's not so comfortable anymore. I believe it's a 3-way tie right now between Dallas, San Francisco, and Philadelphia. So with that being said, 2-part question is, are the Eagles in trouble? And who is now the team to beat in the NFC?
Hey, hold up, Scrub. I
Can,
I know
can,
you
can
know.
we?
I know you didn't just ask a question you know the answer to. Well, I mean, I know you did. I mean, and I get it. You know, I honestly, I kind of feel bad for you, bro, because you were on your high horse a couple weeks ago. You was feeling real good, man, and back down to earth. I think at the same time you was poking your chest out. Um, I compared this year's Eagles team to a couple years ago Steelers team that was undefeated, but they were playing a whole bunch
Uh,
of games. I think I also compared them to last year's Vikings team, who was like 9-1 or something crazy like that, or maybe they were undefeated too. Maybe they were 9-0, something crazy. But they kept winning games by 1 point and field goal games, and lucky little mishaps from the other team would give them a W. Hey man, you got to be able to see through that. If a team is not doing away with the bad teams, bro, that's a red flag to me. And I've seen the Eagles not only struggle with bad teams, but then lose to a really bad team. How you struggle with bad teams and lose to a bad team? To me, that screams fool's gold, man. And it's gonna get dark for the Eagles, man. I saw a stat going around that 57% of their passes go to either AJ Brown or Devontae Smith. Guess what, people? It's not that hard to guard that. All right. I mean, if 60% of the time you only throwing to two people, I just got to key in on those two folks. I think a little diversity in that offense will go a long way. And I'm not blaming the defense though in Philly. I'm definitely pointing my finger at the offense.
I feel that. I feel that. I mean, we talked about the offensive coordinator earlier this season. That's something that the Eagles have been struggling with, and I think that's kind of speaks to that. And a lot of people talking about, at least on the Twitterverse and the Philadelphia streets, talking about it taking too long for plays to develop, too much down the field action, not enough, quickly develop. Even the players said that. Say if you look at Dallas, they get their shit off quickly. You know what I'm saying? That's the exact words that was used. Man, what's your thoughts, man? You feel like the Eagles are in trouble? And well, actually, we'll just leave it at that. You think the Eagles are in trouble?
Well, I want to go back to your earlier statement where you said it's a three-way tie. Right now, it's not a three-way tie. It's the 49ers. They had the tiebreaker against both you guys and Dallas. So it's the 49ers. Then
Hold
it's
on,
you
though.
guys and Dallas.
So
Same records, but
hold on,
all
though.
three.
But hold on, though. But you said that tiebreaker. You need a tiebreaker, which means that there's a tie.
No, but there's not a tie. The tiebreaker that, because y'all have the same record, is the fact that the 49ers smoked both you guys and Dallas.
You get what I'm saying, man. You got the
If
same
you get
record.
what I was, there you go. You try to make it swing by like, yo, it's a three-way tie. It's not no three-way tie.
No, it is a three-way tie. That's why they have a high breaker. But go ahead, G.
I guess. We're being technical out here. But no, I want to say that this Philly team isn't using their tight end. I know Dallas Goedert just came back, and those short passes are like what made you guys so dangerous last year, where it was like, you already know two things about the Eagles last year. They're either going to give it to the tight end in a short pass, or the running back was going to get it coming out of the backfield. And then if they had a deep threat in AJ Brown or Devontae Smith, that shit was going long. But this year it looks like you guys are just either trying to hit the home run, and that's been your Achilles heel, is that the defense has caught on to that, because this year you guys ain't using your tight end as you guys frequently did last year. And your running backs are really one-dimensional. It's like you already know what kind of package is coming in with Swift. Swift isn't really that kind of back that you could just throw the ball coming out of the backfield. It's like you already know he's gonna run the ball with Swift. And then with Gainwell, he's the kind of back that's a little bit of a dual threat, but he doesn't hit you with the home run going through the middle. So it's like you can already tell the offense of the Eagles, and that's what's been your Achilles this year. And then earlier when we were talking about, I wasn't on the show back in a couple of weeks, but you've seen how Hurts has been playing, and like you need him to be a little bit more mobile. He's going through the dilemma that I want to say that Dak Prescott went through, where he wasn't being mobile, he was being more two in the pocket. So defenses zone in on that, and that's what's going on with you guys. So yeah, you guys are in trouble because you guys have to diverse your offense of play calling, make it so that defenses don't know what you guys got coming around. And that's what's wrong with your offensive coordinator right now because it's still the same great weapons. If anything, you upgraded in Sanders with Swift, but your play calling has just been lackluster. And like what I said, like remember not too long ago with that 49ers loss, me and you talked, and I told you the one thing that you guys needed in that game and could have been a little bit of a difference maker. I'm not gonna say it would you guys would have won, but the blowout wouldn't be as bad if you had Dallas Goedert. And I guess the transition of him now coming back, it's gonna make it. It's gonna at least semi even up the playing for a little bit. But yeah, those two juggernauts, it's literally the juggernaut, it's to beat the 49ers. And right now that's kind of hard because your defense kind of did it, but we got to see some middle linebacker play on your defensive end because what's the answer for McCaffrey?
Ain't no answer.
There has to be because that's literally is going to be the one thing that's going to stop the 49ers from winning. If you can stop that, then you can manage the rest. I'm not saying you can stop the rest, but you gotta either you can't give the 49ers both. You can't let them have that kind of a running back and then have the other receivers go nuts. And especially when they have one of the top 5 tight ends in the game right now.
Yeah, I agree. I think overall what you said, the biggest takeaway I took from what you said was that the offense was predictable. It's pretty much what you said. I mean, it's funny though, I think it's kind of like when you grow up, you know what I'm saying? You grow up on hard times, you'll make a meal out of whatever you could, you know what I'm saying? You'll get the ramen noodles with the eggs, and you'll sauce it up, spice it up. That was the Eagles for many years. We were making ramen noodles and eggs. We doing the dip and the dunks with the running backs. We doing the screen passes. You know what I'm saying? We're working in the middle of the field with the tight ends. We're doing what we could because we never really had premium wide receivers. But it seems like now we got premium wide receivers. It's like all we try and do is feed those guys, and we kind of losing the manufacturing of those, different elements of the offense. So I agree with you, G.
Hey, but there's another thing that I feel like has gotten a little lost in this conversation because I've seen this conversation had on a couple different platforms, bro. And it's all pointing back to the Eagles using the wide receivers too much to the detriment of other positions on the field, right? But we see this dynamic play out for the Eagles every Sunday, bro. Bro, we literally see every Sunday, dog. They on the sideline, right? Let's say it's a 3 and out, or let's say maybe they just scored. Let's say Devontae just scored a touchdown. They get to the sideline, and what is A.J. Brown doing, boy? He in Jalen's face. He's snapping on him. He like, bro, I need this. I'm right here. I'm wide open. This, that, whatever they saying. We're not privy to what they actually saying, but we are privy to the body language, right? And everyone to some degree can read body language. And we know it's not all copacetic on that sideline at all times. And I think what you're seeing, bro, play out in real time. And I think A.J. Brown is great. I think Devontae Smith is great. I think you're watching Jalen Hurts trying to please two people, bro, to the detriment of the team, bro. He trying to please his WR1. He trying to please his WR2. And guess what? Your tight end 1, your RB 1 and 2, your wide receiver 3, 4, and 5, they're not getting no targets. They're not getting no receptions, bro. And like that to me might be more of a chemistry thing than it is an X's and O's thing, bro. I hate when people try to blame like a receiver not getting the ball solely on a coach. Yes, a coach can draw up the perfect play to get the receiver open, but if the quarterback decides to do the tight end, that shit don't matter, bro. Right? We're in a situation where Jalen Hurts is deciding to throw the majority of the passes to both of his wide receivers, bro. And in my opinion, it's not the super informed opinion, but I am watching the sideline. In my opinion, Jalen's trying to make both of them boys happy, bro. You're not going to make both receivers happy. We already know receivers are divas, bro. Hey, pick one and move on, bro. Whoever you're going to feed the ball more to, pick that one and keep it pushing, bro, because it's killing them right now.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he definitely trying to please A.J. Brown more than anything. Devontae don't really seem like he really out here, having those, diva attacks on the sideline.
Nah, I seen him do it too, bro. Hey, I seen him do it too, bro. And you know what I'm talking about.
I mean, we've seen that one time, but we can't just. Oh, come on now, man. That sounds like antics that you're trying to make me give them an excuse of why shit not working the way it was last year.
Y'all listen, because y'all's excuse is basically yo, it's coaching, right? They got to divert. And that was my first thing. My first thing was they got to diversify the offense. And I started thinking about it, bro. Like, I've seen this shit for 2 years now, bro. They be on the sidelines mad at Jalen. Jalen's so cool and chill. He look at him like, all right, I got you, bro. Don't worry. All right, I got you, bro. Don't worry. All right, I got you, bro. Don't worry. And he keep getting them. He go back in the huddle. They call the play. He chuck one to AJ. Like, remember the joint where AJ snapped on him? The one he really snapped on Jalen. Everybody saw it. Everybody talked about it the next day.
With the week 3 game, I think
it was like the week 3 game, right? He snapped on Jalen, and what happened the next game? Boy got about 20 targets. Yeah. Right? So I'm not just saying I am connecting dots that may or may not be there, but it's not like it's no dots there, bro. It's not like there's no smoke there, bro. Like, we saw that shit play out in real time. AJ snaps, next game 20 targets, bro. All right, I'm good now.
Well, that's valid. I mean, it made all solid points here. All very solid points here. I don't know what the cause is, you know. So safe to say, y'all both agree that they're in trouble of some sort, right?
Yes.
I think trouble might be an understatement, bro.
Okay.
I think they've been exposed.
Okay, that's fair. I would say that they've been exposed, but I don't think they're in trouble. So I think that I don't know if that makes any sense, but I think they've been exposed a bit, but I don't think they're in trouble. And here's why. I do think that this is a little bit of a warning, though. You know. But before we went down this stretch of games, you know, I don't have the tape to run, but we had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 game stretch, and I said that we would win. If we went 4-2 down the stretch of those games, we'd be in good shape. And now at this point here, we've lost 2, and we're right where I said we would be. We got the Seahawks this week. That's a very winnable game. The remaining games, the Giants, Cardinals, and the Giants. Now, I'm not too worried about those games there. With that being said, we'll be in the playoffs, right? We'll be in the playoffs. We'll be in the mix. Will we be the number 1 seed? To be determined. Do we have the best, the worst, the easiest schedule out of those teams remaining? Safe to say we do. But I mean, it's going to come down to the playoffs. What's going to happen in the playoffs? Now, will they get it done in the playoffs? That's to be determined as well. Right now, we've seen them got outbeat. We got beat by the 49ers pretty badly. We beat the Cowboys in the close game, and they beat us. So, I mean, it's to be determined.
Y'all beat them in the close game. They blew y'all out.
Yes, that's correct.
You got to admit, you can't be like, yeah, we beat them in the close game, and then they beat us. No, y'all beat them in the close game. They blew y'all out. San Fran blew y'all out, and then y'all also lost to the Jets. Y'all played the Commanders in the close game. These are bad teams, bro. Like, even the Bills game, like, I mean, y'all won that one, right? I think y'all beat the Bills.
We beat the Bills. We beat the Chiefs.
The Bills tested y'all too. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, they are the Bills, so it ain't like they a slouch. But I don't know, bro. It doesn't look.
We did beat the Bills. We did beat the Chiefs. We did.
The
beat
Bills
the
are 500 ball club though. Bills are 500 ball club.
We did beat the Dolphins.
I think y'all best win, in my opinion, bro. Well, yeah, y'all did beat the Dolphins. That's probably y'all best win. You know.
I mean, the Dallas one was just as good. I mean, the defense it bent, but it didn't break.
We beaten some good teams, man. We lost. Yes, we lost. We got beat badly by 2 really good teams, but we also beat one of those teams already. We beat the Bills, who we yes, they are not necessarily in the playoffs right now, but we know that they're one of the best teams in football, talent-wise. Chiefs, we know who they are, even though they're struggling a little bit. You know, we had some good wins. The Dolphins, many would consider Super Bowl contenders. So I think we got some good wins. We got some losses too.
I think the problem is, with y'all, I think this is probably where the Dolphins kind of screwed up with y'all, man. I feel like there's a clear blueprint to beating the Eagles right now. This is just my opinion. Actually, I was talking to one of my boys' fathers the other day. My boy had a birthday party. His father was there. His father knows football, bro. And we was talking about it ad nauseum, about the Eagles and the Cowboys. And I feel like I figured it out, bro. The Eagles are a team, bro, where you really, really, really have to focus on stopping whatever they got going on first down, right? Like if I was a defensive coordinator, I'd probably send the house on every single first down, bro. Like I would probably blitz my LBs, maybe blitz a nickel back or something, damn near every first down against the Eagles, right? Because what I've realized, bro, is first down sets them up for everything. The Eagles are trying to get they're not trying to get 15 yards on first down. They're trying to get 4 to 7 on every first down, right? I've been peeping that shit all season. I'm like, okay, cool. But you know what that 4 to 7 yards on first down sets them up for? If they get to the fourth down, that's an automatic tush push, right? If it gets a 4th and 2, automatic tush push, right? So you got to really sell out on first down against the Eagles. And you know what you got to do to beat them? And I thought the Cowboys did an excellent job of it. I thought the Niners did an excellent job of the week before. You got to invite them to a fucking shootout, bro. Because they have the firepower to engage in a shootout, right? Like they got the weapons. They got Devontae, AJ. They got the weapons, right? But I don't think they have. And I'm trying to say this without shitting on Jalen Hurts because I do like Jalen Hurts, but I don't feel like they have the scheme and the quarterback. The scheme is built around the quarterback, but I feel like they don't have the quarterback and the scheme to really compete in a high-power shootout, bro. Game in and game out, game in and game out. You know what I'm saying? I think they could play the firefight. I think teams have invited them to that firefight this season, and the Eagles have gotten lucky a lot of times to have the ball last. If they take you to a firefight, you don't have the ball last, or you run into a team that got more weapons than you, there's a problem. And I think that's what we saw the last 2 weeks.
Fair enough. All right, let's pivot the conversation a little bit. We dissected the Eagles quite a bit now. With that being said, we know where the Eagles are at. We talked about their resume up to this point. We've seen the 49ers have some good games, and when they're hot, they're also probably the best team in the NFC. And the Cowboys looking pretty damn good too. So with that being said, who's the team to beat right now in the NFC, and who's going to come out of it as the number 1 seed? I say better than that. Who's going to come out of the NFC? Period. G, I'm gonna start with you.
You know who has the second easiest schedule besides the Eagles between the three of you guys?
49ers.
Yeah, the only tough opponent left for them, right? Let me read out the next 3 opponents. The next 4. The Cardinals, this coming up game. Then on Christmas they have the Ravens, and then they're gonna go to DC, inspect some Commanders cheeks. After they're done with the Commanders, they go back to Los Angeles for the Rams. I mean, they go back home to face the Rams. I personally think these guys, if they could get through the Ravens, oh man. Because right now we're all thinking that's going to be the precursor of our Super Bowl, right? We're thinking that's going to be the preview.
Could be.
If you're not being biased out here, that could possibly be the preview of the Super Bowl that we're going to all get again later on this year. And I personally think it's going to be it's hard because the way you guys are playing right now, I feel like the Cardinals could take it away next week, to take it 2 weeks away. 3 weeks from now, because you guys got to face Seattle this week at Seattle, and then you guys go to the Giants for Christmas, and then you see the Cardinals, and one of those 3 teams might just steal one just because of the way your offense is playing. Because we can't sleep on the Cardinals and think there's some slouches neither. Because look, they managed to beat Dallas without Kyler Murray. So I don't know. So that's one thing. And then Dallas is just, we all know about Dallas. Is Dallas gonna fuck it up with the Commanders the last game of the season, or nah? But besides that, for me, it's like the team to beat is the 49ers. Because who's gonna stop that juggernaut? You got a running back. You got to receive it as a running back, and then you have I don't know, man. Brandon Ayuk, and you have Kettle. It's kind of hard, man. And then, like, for you to actually stop the 49ers is you got to stop McCaffrey. And what is stopping McCaffrey? What defense is going to stop McCaffrey?
None.
Because the Ravens are playing. The Ravens defense looks soft. They're giving up mad points. They haven't played like they played the first 2 months of the season. Like, that defense looks vulnerable. Even though Lamar Jackson's playing far beyond, That defense looks so par right now.
I think the Ravens got a much better shot at stopping them than the Eagles or the Cowboys.
I think I agree with that. I think if you look at just matchups and you look at Christian McCaffrey and what other linebackers would you rather have chasing them other than Patrick Queen and Roquan Smith? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I had to pick a linebacker tandem to go against McCaffrey, that's probably the one in the league. But I feel you though, G. They ain't been playing this tough. I agree though that the Niners are definitely the team to beat. I mean, they might be the team to beat in the whole NFL. And I don't even see a team on the AFC side right now, the way the Niners are playing, at least, I don't see a team on the AFC side that's really going to contend with them, except unless Pat goes, God mode. If Pat decides to go God mode before the season is up, all bets are off, bro. You know what I'm saying? Pat Mahomes does not look right this year, and
But nah, it's not Pat, man. Those are receivers, man. Come on now. It's those receivers. Those motherfuckers drop everything.
Man, Pat ain't look right, bro. Receivers are the receivers not good, but Kelsey's still there. They got the same setup as last season. Pat looked worse this year.
Those receivers are dropping everything, my brother. Name me one of those. It always come down to a last play with the Chiefs as of late. And what have those receivers have done?
I guess we blaming the receivers last game. Every game
is coming down to the receivers not pulling their shit together. A lot of those drives are because the receivers are either dropping the ball, offsides, don't know what the fuck routes to run. Like, it's those receivers. Like, it's so much Patrick Mahomes could do before he's like, yo. But what the fuck?
Pat Mahomes is having the worst. He has the worst quarterback rating of his career outside of his rookie year. We only played one game. He threw like 2 passes and had a worse quarterback rating on the season. He's got the worst quarterback he's ever had, bro. Like, at some point, we got to look at it and be like, oh yeah, these receivers were the same receivers from last season. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? We can only point one finger now, right?
That's true.
Kelsey hasn't been having the production he's supposed to have. Now we could look at factors, and people don't want to give Bieniemy any credit, but maybe he could have something to do with it. I agree, B. Casey receivers is trash, but they was trash last year. All right, and where did Kansas City end up?
Super Bowl.
Okay, I appreciate it. So with trash
but the NFB didn't make you guys any better either.
Trash receivers, he in the Super Bowl last year. With the same trash receivers, he looking worse than last year, and we just trying to blame the receivers again. You know what I'm saying?
And he's right. He did play the whole game.
Yeah, he did play that game.
Regardless.
One game, regardless. He's 72 quarterback rating, and it was the worst of his career in one game. This year is the worst.
Your point is well taken, Bryce. I think you're looking for a statistical point there. He's having his worst year. It's hard to debate that he's not.
You can't even. It's no question, bro. It's no question. And then, like, if you really want to break down the receiving core, I would say like Rashee Rice has been better than everything they had last year, right? Am I tripping on that? Like, who they have last year that looked better than Rashee Rice? Yeah, and Juju, and maybe that's what they missing is Juju, like a little safety blanket. But I mean, Juju did have hella catches last year, probably 75, 80 catches. It's not like he had big yardage though. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he's missing the security blanket. I don't know, bro. But I ain't gonna make an excuse for him. Like I'm not gonna make an excuse for nobody else. He gotta be better. But if he does go God mode, which I know he has the potential to do, watch out because the Chiefs they would be right back into the Super Bowl again.
So basically, Chiefs aren't in trouble. You're just waiting for it to click. Is that what you're saying, Bryce?
I think that's how I'm feeling, bro. Like I'm waiting for him to flip the switch, but it's like that switch that we've seen in the past. He's flipped it multiple times during the regular season. I ain't seen him flip it this regular season yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for the Pat Mahomes 5 touchdown, no pick game. Pat Mahomes 3 touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown, 408 yards. Like where are them games at, bro? He having regular ass games, bro.
I think because he had a couple moments. He had a couple moments where it was almost those moments. Like G saying, if Marquez Valdez-Scantling catches that ball in the end zone against Philly, we saying like, oh wow, he did it again. You know what I mean?
Hey, but look, if that pass, and nobody wanted to say this shit when that Marquez Valdez-Scantling shit happened, bro. Everybody wanted to act like that pass was just perfectly in stride, bro. Nah, it wasn't, dog. It wasn't. Marquez was wide open, right? And And Pat let him. I mean, it was catchable. It was more than catchable. You got to catch
Bro,
that.
he hit it on his chest.
My man extended like this. Like, come on, bro. If I'm like this, or if I'm like this, what's the better pass, bro? Pat not in his bag this year, bro. Let's just be honest. He got a
I
lot
don't
going
know.
on
I
this
think I'll say
offseason,
that.
bro. I mean,
I think it's safe to say that.
he the busiest
Well,
man
I
in the
wouldn't
league,
say-
bro. I'm not saying it's like, yo, he got a lot going on, but hey, he not in his bag this year, bro.
Mark this down. They're about to get hot. The Chiefs. I don't think they're in trouble. They got to go against the Pats this week. Then they get the Raiders. Then they get the Joel's Bengals, and they get the Chargers that no longer is gonna. Who's that Phillip Rivers Jr. kid again? What's his name? I know Rome loves him a lot. What's Phillip Rivers Jr. name again?
Justin Herbert.
Herbert. Yeah, Herbert. Mr. Booty Cheeks over there. Patrick Mahomes gonna get it together, and besides the Patriots defense and the rest of those guys, the rest of those defense are gonna get smoked.
All right, let's roll that into the picks of the week, if you will. So you make a good point, G. The Chiefs have I would say a kind of a comeback game, if you will, get right game, if you will. Chiefs play the Patriots at New England. Chiefs are 9.5-point favorites. Who do you like in that game and why?
Is it gonna rain? If it rains around this side of the country, because it does matter. Think about Houston. Everybody had Houston beating the Jets, and because it was raining, Houston got their asses beat. If you're looking for Patrick Mahomes to drop a statement game, it's not going to be this game, unfortunately. But I do see the Chiefs winning. But if you're going to gamble this, take this.
It'll be clear about 45 degrees.
Clear. Ooh.
Clear.
You know what? I'll take the Chiefs to cover the 9.5.
9.5. Golly,
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Nah, but
I
it's
hate
not.
9.5s. I hate 10s. I hate 11s, bro, in the NFL.
But if you're gonna buy points, I guess buy the 7. Buy 2 points. 2 points, just drop it down to 7. But even then, just take your money line if you're gonna be doing that, depending on what they're gonna give you, wherever book you guys go to. But I'll take Pat. I'll take the Chiefs to cover it.
I think the Chiefs gonna win this game. The point spread is not. I wouldn't put my money on the point spread against the current state of Kansas City Chiefs. It might blow them out though. To be honest,
Yeah, because think about it. You're talking about the defense. We're acting like the Chiefs' defense is horrible. Chris Jones gonna have something to say. Who Mac Jones is supposed to beat Chris Jones and them boys? Fuck out of here. Not even on Chris Jones' fucking Christmas Day party.
All right, let's keep it moving.
Hold on, real quick, before we get off the Chiefs, yo. How many 300-yard games does Pat Mahomes have this season?
I don't think he has. I don't think he had. Maybe 2.
Do you know the answer, or are you asking us?
No, I'm asking you. What do you think? If you had to take a guess,
2.
2, bro. He has 2 300-yard games the whole season, bro. I don't want nobody to tell me that Pat. Hey, bro, blame the receivers all you want, dog. I watched Tom Brady throw the who, right? I mean, come on, bro, stop, man. If you the GOAT, like everyone was crowning him, and y'all was crowning the shit out of him with that GOAT talk. I'll never forget that episode. And I was feeling like every time I was like, I don't know if he's the GOAT yet. Y'all making me feel like I just didn't see it. But I'm like, bro, you got to have repeated success, man. Pat will go down as the best quarterback of all time, but hey, he got the best coach of all time this weekend. And apparently they try and get Coach up out of there. I don't think Coach going out lightly, man. I got the Patriots catching that 9.5, bro.
We'll see. That's an interesting game. Could go either way. I don't really know what way it's gonna go. I think the Chiefs will win the game. I just don't know about how much. Let's keep it moving, man. We got a club. Talk about the club. We talk about the club in the fantasy group chat. But there's a club out there. Club 76, or Club 7 and 6, if you will. The AFC. A lot of 7 and 6 going around. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams with the same record, 7 and 6. You got the Steelers at 7 and 6. You got the Colts at 7-6. The Texans 7-6. The Broncos 7-6. Bengals 7-6. The Bills 7-6. Out of those 6 teams right now, the Steelers and the Colts currently are in pole position, securing the final 2 playoff spots, wild card spots in the AFC. So I'll run those teams back one more time: Steelers, Colts, Texans, Broncos, Bengals, and Bills. So real quick, out of those teams, which teams do y'all think are going to make the playoffs? Bryce, I'm gonna start with you. I know you're gonna say Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah, I lean to say that because that was my preseason choice, but nah, man, and with the clarity of of hindsight, right? I can make a much better decision. But I'll tell you who the scariest team of that crop is right now. The scariest team out of what you just listed is the Denver Broncos, bro. All right. In fact, they're terrifying. Nobody want to see the Broncos right now, and if you ain't been watching them, bro, it might not make sense, you know what I'm saying? But they are very tough out. Russell Wilson is back in his bag. Russell balling. And I just feel like that pass rush is playing like the best pass rush in the league, bro. And that pass rush pretty much neutralizes everything in the NFL, man. And I could see with an experienced head coach like Sean Payton, shame on me for counting them out earlier. I was shitting on Peyton early. I was wrong, totally wrong about that. He got them boys playing great football when it matters. And I wouldn't be shocked if they get that spot. And I mean, based on those standings in their division, I think they're going to make a run for that division. I don't think they'll win it, bro. But I mean, you're second in the AFC to the Chiefs that I've been basically shitting on this whole time. They're going to make a run at the division, and then they got one more game with the Chiefs left, right? So it might come down to that.
They're only one game back from the Chiefs right now, so that's an
No, they don't
pick.
they don't play the Chiefs no more this year. They already played them twice.
Oh, they already had them twice? Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Spitballing right there. Yeah, my bad about that. But yeah, I don't know. I just like what I've seen the last couple weeks. I know they lost. They caught an L to the Texans. But they just look good, bro. And that pass rush looks legit. So I think that's a scary team.
Speaking of the Broncos, they remaining schedule, play the Lions, pretty solid team, but beatable. The Patriots, who we just talked about, not doing too great this season. The Chargers, who I don't think anyone really has much faith in or belief in. And the Raiders, who, are not good. So yeah, interesting schedule there. I like what your choices there are, Bryce. You got the Broncos, so you got the Broncos and the Steelers coming out of that pack, right? G, what do you think about the 7-6 teams? Who you got?
Well, this weekend we're gonna have to see the Steelers versus the Colts on a Saturday night game, and the Colts are favored at 2.5, I believe. And I'm taking the Colts because the Steelers offense can't score dick shit whatsoever. And that defense can only do so much. And right now, I'm gonna give me the Colts. And I would have said the Houston receiving core is so hurt right now. The CJ Stroud, oh man, he needs another. He needs his guys back, man. He's looking lonely out there. But and then again, we're sleeping on the Bengals, man. The Bengals on a 2-week winning streak. Who they got this week, man?
You believe in Browning?
You know what? Yeah, I'm not. You can't because they got the Vikings this weekend, and they're at home. So for me, out of those guys are telling me right now, give me the Bengals and the Bills. But even though the Bills have Dallas this week, and I don't think the Bills are going to beat Dallas. But I think the rest of those other teams are so god awful that it's going to come down to just the Bengals and the Bills.
Now, G, the Bengals play the Vikings this week. Yeah, I agree. It's a winnable game. But they play the Steelers next week. Then they play the Chiefs after that. And then they play the Browns, one of the best defenses in the NFL. So tough break there, man. Tough break there.
Yeah, but you're talking about the Browns having the Browns are lacking in the quarterback, so I think that's and it's a divisional rivalry, so it's like that's a toss up regardless or not.
I don't think it's
The
easy. I
Bengals
don't
still
think it's
have those
easy.
receivers, and they still have Joe Mixon, so it's like Browning he's a decent plug because they're letting him throw the rock all kind of crazy. So it's not like the playbook is shortened, but not as much. He may not give
I'll
you those
say that.
stellar big plays like Joe Burrow, but Browning is manageable to carry them. 2 game winning streak so far, and not and against decent teams.
G, I like your sentiment, and I do think that if you were going to place a bet for one of those teams to make the playoffs, the Bengals would probably have the lowest odds. I will say that out of all those teams I listed, I think the Bengals are the one team that I guarantee won't make the playoffs. I guarantee they won't make the playoffs. Guarantee they won't make the playoffs. Guarantee. It's tough to bet against the Steelers, Bryce. I see your angle there. I did see the Colts play in person earlier this year against the Titans. They're an exciting team, bro. They actually play much better than they should. If that makes any sense, they play much better than they should. Um, if I had to pick a team, though, that would definitely make it. I'm thinking Buffalo's going to make it for sure. I think Buffalo's going to find their way in. I think Buffalo beats Dallas this week. Steelers and Colts, man. I think the winner of that game will be in the playoffs. Bless you. I
Bless
think
you.
the winner of that game will be in the playoffs. So that means I'm not going to say who's going to win the game, but I will say that the winner of the game this week will be in the playoffs. The Steelers or the Colts. Whoever wins that game will make the playoffs. And then the Bills are going to take the other spot.
Hey, I got a question. Will the winner of the Steelers or the Colts make the playoffs?
He just said He just said that.
Yeah.
I'll just fuck with it.
Oh my god.
Also, great story for the Texans so far, but I think they're just running out of gas. Just too much. It's too much.
Stroud got a concussion, right?
Well, Tank Dell had the injury. Obviously, he's out for the season. Nico Collins went down last game, so now I don't know who he's throwing to. CJ Stroud, I think he got banged up, I believe, as well. So
yeah, he got a concussion, bro. I don't think he's gonna play next game. I doubt it.
He's in the concussion protocol. So chances are, if he's not playing, it's not good. Yeah, I forgot about that. Davis Mills, he finished that game for them. Yeah, tough go. So yeah, the winner of that game, I think is gonna win. They're gonna make the playoffs. Steelers are +3 in that game. G, you said you got the Colts?
Yeah, give me the Colts.
And you got the Steelers, Bryce, right?
I mean,
I don't know about that game. I
think about the Steelers. They lost to the Patriots. They gave up 21 points to the Patriots. The Patriots haven't scored no fucking 21 points in over a month, I believe.
Yeah, I gotta think about that game a little longer, man. Only reason I don't believe in the Colts right now is because, like, I never really believed in Gardner Minshew, and maybe that's just me being wrong about somebody. I'm wrong a lot, so. But I don't believe in him, bro. I don't see him leading them. I don't know, man. Y'all believe in Gardner?
It's not that I don't believe in Gardner, bro. I believe in the head coach because if I'm not mistaken, that used to be the Eagles' offensive coordinator, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that guy knows how to coach himself some offense. Because games the Colts shouldn't have been winning, they've been winning those games, and they've been winning good games. And then you got a Pittman. Pittman is a dog. And Zach Moss?
Pittman going crazy.
And Zach Moss himself? I'm not going to lie. If you were able to pick up Zach Moss in the waiver wires earlier this season, he has been the man.
Going crazy.
And I believe Jonathan Taylor will be coming back around sometime this next week type shit. Because it was projected only like 2 to 3 weeks. It's been 1 week already. Or maybe 2 already, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm liking the Colts, man. You got to throw in a shoe in for the Colts. I want to say the Broncos, but maybe I'm still harping the Miami blowout, the 72 points. So it's like, I'm still not too impressed. I need to see a strong game by Russell Wilson for me to start believing in them, because a lot of these games are basically manufactured by the defense and small plays by the offense.
I feel you. All right, we're gonna keep it pushing real quick. I just want to share my lock of the week. I'm with you, Bryce. I'm with you on the Broncos. I'm buying in on the Broncos +5 this week against the Lions. That's my lock of the week. They will cover that 5 points. They might even win a game.
Hey, honestly, Lions are one of those teams I wouldn't have mind seeing us talk about. Like, should we be worried? Should we be panicked about the Lions? Because early in the season, everybody was loving the Lions. Boy, I'm starting to sour on them.
Yeah,
Quick.
I mean, they kind of are who they're kind of
Yeah, who we
leveling
thought
up.
they were.
Yeah, they are who we thought they were. You know what I mean? Like they had some moments, but I don't really fear them in the playoffs. Ultimately, you know what I mean? Probably how y'all feel about the Eagles, I guess, right now. All right, let's keep it pushing, man. Let's keep pushing. We talked a lot of NFL, man. Let's spread the love.
Hold on. If you're gonna throw in a lock, my lock of the week, give me some Falcons because the Panthers can't get shit right, and the Falcons are at -3.
That's a good one. That should be a lock. I agree. I don't know. The Vegas be playing with the Falcons. Falcons -3 it should be a lock. Also, I like that. Bryce, you got any locks?
Nah, I don't got no locks for this week, man. I ain't looked too hard at the Lions yet, though. I ain't picked my games and to pick them yet. Hold on. I could probably give you a lock real quick though. Let me take a quick look.
If you take the Falcons on the money line, it's -168, or if you want to take them at the spread, it's -115. Not so much of a difference, but throw that in your parlay. Take the Falcons money line if you want to be safe, because I don't see the Panthers winning shit for the rest of the season.
I got a wild guaranteed lock because it's a guaranteed upset. And people, when they give you guaranteed locks, they'll never give you a guaranteed upset. All right.
Yeah.
Guaranteed upset, bro. And I'm gonna put money on it. Now that I'm seeing this line, I got the Bears over the Browns, bro. Guaranteed. Bears over the Browns.
I like that. But wait, are we riding a coattail because of the shit they did against the Lions?
No. This is my logic, right? Bruh, you remember when Joe Flacco filled in for the Jets last year?
Mm-hmm. That one game.
He had?
One game.
Nah, he had 2 good games.
Back to back.
You know it, baby.
So we're saying Browns to cover, not the spread, but to win the money line.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, the Browns are going to win the game, bro. I'm sorry. The Browns are going to lose the game. The Bears are going to win the game, bro. Joe Flacco did this last year. I ain't gonna lie, he fooled me, dog. We did it with the Jets. I was like, damn, Flacco back. He went like what 325, something crazy last season. Don't get me lying, bro. I can remember exactly what it was, but he went crazy early in the season for the Jets. And everybody was like, maybe he's back. And then he just had one more good game and he fell off the earth. And I see that happen again with the Browns. And I think that the Bears, they look like a team that's not quitting. You know, like you got teams that quit when they get down. Like, for example, the Commanders have quit, dog. Like, they coaching staff should be embarrassed. And the boys are quitting. But the Bears, they still fighting. I'm watching them fight. I watched them last week. They still fighting. They believe in Fields. They picking him up when he's down. Like, you see little stuff like that late into a season on a losing team. You know, they still invested. And I think the Browns, bro, they about to get. I think they might get blown out by the Bears. Bears might beat them like 24-12 or something, 24-13.
Okay, all right, that's a good one. All right, let's keep it pushing, man. That's the last of the NFL for the evening. Let's keep it pushing in the association. LeBron and the Lakers won the first NBA in-season tournament. What are y'all thoughts about that? Does that mean anything? How much of an accomplishment was it for LeBron? And what was y'all thoughts on his performance in this in-season tournament? G, I'm start with you.
Well, man, I'm a LeBron's fan. I'm happy T ain't on the show. T would have just been like, would have been pandering to the what the rest of America feels about the bubble finals. But since T ain't here, fuck all that shit. I love that shit for LeBron James. Something that Michael Jordan don't have anyways. Fuck his old bald ass, hitting ass. Would have sent his son on pimping. Man, fuck Michael Jordan and fuck anybody who liked Michael Jordan. Cause y'all living in the past. That's why y'all happy as hell them retros be coming out. Cause y'all feet be hurting when y'all put them dusty ass retros. Man, fuck Michael Jordan. I said
Hey,
it and I
bro.
say it again. Fuck
Chill, bro.
Michael Jordan. Cause
Chill,
if Michael Jordan wouldn't have ever, you know why Michael Jordan took off those 2 seasons? Because he played around a bunch of scrubs. In the league, the players now in this new NBA are more athletic, more better than the players from before. So that's my Michael Jordan rant. Fuck Michael Jordan. I'm all about King James every day. It's even in my Bible. You heard? But nah, I'm happy. I'm happy for LeBron James. And it's good, man. It's like what he said, man. There's going to be a lot of more in-season champions, but it's only going to be with the first. And that's King James. You heard me? And as long as AD plays strong when it comes to playoff time, and he plays how he played during this little in-season tournament run, I think it's going to be tough. It's going to be a bunch of Lakers and 6. Come playoff time, that's what y'all going to hear me say. Lakers and 6, baby. Because look at how Austin Reeves played. I put a parlay with him. I thought he was only going to score like 12 points. My boy came out and gave us 22 points. I'm loving this for the Lakers. I think this is a precursor for the Lakers in their playoff run, and I think it's great for the NBA. It gave us something to watch. It made these players play. Because look at Indiana. Shit. Who's this kid that went off their point guard? This is the first. Yeah, bro. This is the first time I ever heard about this kid, and he's been averaging over 27 points. And then you see him play, and I'm just mesmerized. I'm like, damn, man. It's been a while since you've seen a point guard play the position like that, and has managed to score those kinds of points, and still have the rest of the team involved. And if you're a gambling man like him, you buy any kind of spread that has his assists at 10, and any time he score, you try to put it at least 24 because the boy's gonna hit with both.
All right, G. I got a few comments based on what you said. First of all, the fact that you didn't know Halliburton makes you a casual, with all due respect. Second thing
it is because it's Indiana. Who the fuck is watching Indiana sports? That's like me being Bryce watching the Wizards. The fuck?
If you a league pastor,
hold on. Hey, G. I hope you suffer from chronic dry eyes tomorrow. For one day only though. I hope your eyes dry as hell, man.
So I will say this, G. In addition to what you said, though, I do agree that it's good. I do love the Lakers winning the in-season tournament. I do love LeBron winning the first one. I do think that it was a beautiful thing. I think it's one of those things that we need to, I think we need to witness, enjoy the witness and what we're seeing here. We're seeing greatness in front of us. Don't be a hater and, miss the greatness in front of you while it's here. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to LeBron and the Lakers winning the in-season tournament. But I don't think it's going to be a premonition for their playoffs. If anything, I think they just, pause. I think they blew their load. You know what I'm saying? I think that's it. Bryce, man, what do you think about LeBron winning the in-season tournament with the Lakers? And does this forecast the playoff success?
First off, there's no pre-pause and then saying what you said. All right, sir. You just don't say it. All right.
Yeah, you could have said something else.
You just don't say it. There's no pre-pause to that. All right, my guy. But no. Moving to LeBron and the Lakers, man. Yeah, yo, like in-season tournament, people got a ton of opinions on it. I'll tell you this: highest ratings in a regular season game since a Christmas game, bro. So they did the best ratings they've ever done.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I feel you, Scrub. I guess fake. You know what I'm saying? Kind of feels fake that he won the first one, bro. Like they wanted someone to legitimize it. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. But I do think it's interesting though, bro, because I think this changes the league, bro. I think it changes the league for good, in a good way, and possibly in like larger ways down the line. Like, bro, we ain't never seen nobody play this hard this early in the season, bro. These players don't give a damn. Not they don't give a damn, but it's almost like an unspoken understanding that no one's gonna play it hard for like the first 35 games. So nobody plays hard at all, and it's just everyone's out there bullshitting. But I saw like diving for loose balls in the regular season and like best players like hitting the deck. I like to see that. I hope they extend. I hope they expand this more. I hope that one day we can see a tournament where you got the best teams from Europe playing in the NBA, playing against the best teams in the NBA, and then we can really call it a world champion one day or something like that. But
Man, that sounds like the Olympics, man.
no, but what it sounds like is the Premier League or like
Yeah.
the Champions League. You know what I'm saying? So it's done other places. We wouldn't be the first, but I think that would be cool. But shout out to the in-season tournament. Shout out to the NBA for trying something that actually works because these leagues try shit, especially the NBA, bro. They try shit a lot. Like, remember when the NBA tried to take away Mark Jackson, Jeff Van Gundy? That shit ain't work. All right. So they try shit a lot, man. But this one worked. And so shout out to them.
I'm not gonna
I
lie. I felt like the final game should have been a best of 3. Because this also is gonna show you, right, about how well conditioned these players are gonna be coming into the season from here on out. Because if these guys are I think these guys, since they played this in-season tournament and they got to play a little bit more extra games, their condition is going to be a lot better. Because you can see those bad teams that have piss poor condition. Like, look at Zion, gassed out. Like,
Yeah, all right, then that boy went
Gassed
for
out.
36 next day.
gassed out for the first 2 quarters. That man was gassed out from there on out. My man looked like Bryce with a beer belly. That's crazy. It's crazy. He needs to get it together. Like, even that. Look at that game had you questioning Zion. Like I said, it's gonna come down to the condition, and I think this is a great way to get these guys to come into the season well conditioned. No more coming half-assed, waiting on your body to pick it up. Come January, look at AD. AD looks the best condition he looked in a while since he was with the Pelicans. Since he was in the bubble, AD looked well conditioned, and I think this carries on. You're gonna see. That's what I'm saying. This is like a precursor for these teams to be like, all right, look, now we know what we're working with.
I hear you, G, but it's a long season. It's a long season, bro. And the fact that AD was healthy through this stretch of the season means my predicting is it's unlikely he'll be healthy for the remaining stretch of the season. But that's just how I like to look at the odds.
Hey, so what if I got a question, for you guys, man. Like, what if like the NBA playoffs, specifically the championship, was like one game, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like what kind of game would we see? You know what I mean? Like,
It'd be wild.
would it be more lit? Would it be more of a real champion, bro? Like, I mean, NCAA tournament going on for 100 years, man, and there's no like nobody's tripping off it being a one and done. Nobody's asking for a series. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree.
I feel like this gave us a look into it. Yo, LeBron may have hella chips if it was one and done games, bro.
It could be. Yeah, honestly, the thing about the one and done style of the in-season tournament that I liked was it created things like, for example, Tyrese Halliburton and the Patriots advanced past the Bucks, and he hit him with the Dame time, right? You know what I'm saying? That ain't happening in the best of 3 series because guess what? Dame would be like, okay, son. And then, the Bucks, and then Giannis going to be dunking on them all crazy. And then in 3 games, give me the Bucks, right? They're never going to beat them in the best of 3, but they beat them in that one, and that was something, right? I do think it is something to that. Would it be less of a champion? I think the best of 3, best of 7, it guarantees that the best team typically does win, more or less. But I think it's more exciting.
But that's what I'm saying, though, bro. Like, the more I think about it, and y'all know how I be thinking, man. It has a tendency to be out the box. So I may be on one of them tirades. But like, if you can't beat me when everything matters, and for all the marbles, how are you the best team if you can't beat me in one game? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like maybe we're looking at the best team that winning a series and not the best team. I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but something about one and done, I like, bro. I think that's what makes the NFL tournament so crazy, bro. Is it almost gives anyone a shot. And I think that's what kind of takes away from some of the lore of the NBA playoffs in recent years, especially those early rounds, bro. Them early round ratings be horrible. It's except in the market where the team is from, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's because there's no you already know what's about to happen.
But you know what's the thing about one and done games like the NCAA tournament is that the refs are a lot better when it comes to calls. Like they're not just quick to give fouls, technicals. Like they let the I'll give it that much to the collegiate level where they let these guys play ball. They're not quick to get the emotional start giving fouls because this guy's yelling at them or because they don't like the response of a certain player. And the only way that will work if the refs in the NBA call games without their feelings.
Well, not only that, if they like, you know how if a star player gets bumped, it's a foul automatically. But if a player that's a little worse than them gets bumped, they're not gonna call that same foul. Like that doesn't happen in college, bro. They don't care about who's a star, who's not a star in college.
You get what I'm saying? They don't just cater. The college level, they cater to all the players. So you're in there as long as it's not too egregious of a foul. They might not call it in the NBA. It's like what they say in other platforms. If you smell bad, you're gonna get a foul. They're gonna start calling you text for everything and anything. You know what I mean? And that's why you can't see a one and done game in the NBA because you got some of the all stars getting ejected. Just by look at Giannis not too long ago. He got ejected. Like the ref didn't hesitate to give him what was it like his third personal, like the second technical, some shit like that to get him out. Like these refs in the NBA is the reason why you can't have a one and done.
Yeah.
I think it's an interesting discussion. I don't think it'll ever be changed because of the economics. Because you're not going to take away 6 games every series and expect the NBA to be cool with losing that kind of money. But I think you make a good point though, Bryce, because the games that matter are the ones when the series is tied, right? The best game 7. We wait all 6 games to get to game 7.
Right, facts. Just give me 4 game 7 straight, bro. You feel me?
Yeah. The series, the game 7, like it comes down to game 7. Game 7, and the ratings will be crazy for the game 7. We are waiting for that game 7 when they go home.
All we want. That's all we're hoping for. Every NBA fan just wants to see a game 7, unless it's your team. You know what I'm saying?
It would weed out a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It will weed out a lot of stuff. Like for example, last year in the Sixers in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? We would got right to the game 7. We would have got right to them choking, right to it. Right to it.
Hey, go ahead, bro. They wasted your time.
Holy shit!
You see what I'm getting at, bro? You see what I'm getting at? It's like how what is it? 7 games is what 7 over 7. 7 over 7 is equal to 1, right? You know what I'm saying? What I need 7 games for? If it's 7 over 7 is equal to 1, just give me the 1, bro. Let's cut all the.
It would make it more exciting. Also, you would see more upsets.
Yeah, you would. The only problem with it is like the playoffs would be quick as fuck.
Nobody wants that.
Playoffs be over in like 3 days.
I think the only people that would be happy with the playoff being like 7 days would be all the women that are sitting through these 40 days and 40 nights of NBA playoffs on behalf of the men in their lives watching the playoffs. That's the only people that would be cool with it. But yeah. Interesting conversation here. Interesting conversation here, man. How y'all feeling, man? Y'all want to get one more topic, or y'all want to call it a wrap?
It's been a while, fellas. It's up to you guys.
B.
You got Mello Bryce over there from the Blazers.
Hey, D, I hope when you wake up and take a shower, it's only cold water. I hope you have no hot water tomorrow morning.
Hey, Bryce, want to hear breaking news about some DC sports? The owner for the Washington Wizards and the Capitals said he's going to move the team to West Virginia. I'm hearing.
West Virginia.
He's moving them out of DC.
You don't know how to read, sir.
Hey, G, I hope.
He said, what he said? West Virginia? I was just looking at it right now. Tell me what he said.
Hey, G, I don't know, but I hope when you wake
Alexandria,
up
Virginia.
I hope when you wake up in the morning, G, you got that crust in your eyes and it's hard to open your eyes up. That's what I hope.
Northern Virginia. He said Northern Virginia. hey, Bryce. And you're just gonna be, I don't want to. Huh?
I hate you, dog.
I love you too, my boy. I love you too. I'm the Grinch that stole your Christmas.
I hope you got terrible traffic on your morning commute.
Hey, man. I hope you eat old brown guac.
Traffic is horrible, bro. I wish for you all minor inconveniences tomorrow, G. Every single one you can think of.
Hey, Bryce, I hope you wake up with a flat.
That's not minor. This is why I hate you, G.
Man, that's too much. That's too much.
This is why I hate you, G. It's exactly why.
I hope you wake up with low air pressure tire and there's a line at the air pump at Wawa's for you.
I hope they get your order wrong at McDonald's.
I don't eat McDonald's, so that's not my issue.
Whatever your fast food place is, I hope every order you order is wrong. I hope you go back in the restaurant to fix your wrong order and they get it wrong again. That's what I hope. Be bad as hell, leaving the second time with some bullshit you ain't want.
Hey Bryce, I hope you leave your credit cards at home.
That's pretty fucked up. That's pretty fucked up, man.
All right, man.
And your phone died, so you can't pay for it at Apple Pay.
Oh man.
Now you gotta go back and pull all that shit back, motherfucker.
That's terrible, dog.
Hey, we gonna have the hate Olympics. It's coming to a television near you. So.
Yeah, I'm about to win that shit. I'm the biggest hater in here. This shit, you don't know how much I was rejoicing. Matter of fact, I'm the only one here that the team won this weekend.
Yeah, you're right about that. But you ain't the biggest hater though, man. The biggest hater I think is Rome. Rome is the biggest hater I know.
I don't know.
What he mad about? His hairline receding even more? Fuck.
Man, G, I hope that before you
He's
go to
a
bed,
Wizard fan like Bryce. Ain't nothing fun. I remember, not too long ago, I seen that show that T made Rome almost cried a little bit. I seen the watery eyes, and I see Brian in the background. I see Bryce in the background fighting them tears too. Like, what? He fighting his lip and shit. Like, why you talking bad about my Commanders, man?
Hey, G, I hope you got a sneeze that's on the tip of the sneeze and you can't sneeze it out.
Bryce, I hope you sneeze and you shit on yourself tomorrow.
I'm out, bro. I see y'all boys, man. Good stuff tonight.
That's crazy. Hey man, you know how we end every show.